My name's Cathy of the Crazy Knitting Nana. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here and if you're returning. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe button. It will help me. It will help me out. I'm working on trying to grow my channel, and I keep saying it, I'm going to try my best to start doing more videos. I have not done one for 3 weeks. I am well aware of that. I haven't had the inspiration. So I've got to stop that and start having the inspiration. Wouldn't you agree? So, first off, I want to say thank you to Rockin' Matt, the Rockin' Crocheter Matt and Rebecca. I attended their live a week or so ago. I don't remember. And I do need to apologize. I haven't been back to their channel. And the first time I was there, I won a prize. And it arrived today. So I got some happy mail to share. I won 24 colored pencils in this nice case. And it's got white, yellow, dark gold, yellow ochre, mandarin orange, red, deep red, pink, cerise. I guess that's how you spell it. It's C-E-R-I-S-E. It's a pinkish color. Lavender, ink blue, purple, blue, light blue, brilliant green, light green, grass green, olive green, light coral, coral, terracotta, brown, silver gray, and black. Isn't that nice? And I took the sale prices that were on these off because I'm not so sure you can get them at those prices anymore. I'm not even sure if you can get those anymore, but I hope so. And I got an adult, well, we say adult coloring book. I don't know. Kids might like them too. And it's called Color a World of Wonder, and it's Ecotopia. So it's got birds and tortoises and butterflies, and you can't really tell in here, and lizards, and just a little bit of everything. So I just wanted to give them a shout out. Go check out their channel. They're great people. Again, and I will put their information in the description. I will put their channel there, just so you can find them. Well, at least I will look up Rebecca's. I think I was at Matt the Rockin' Crocheter's channel, so I will look and see if Rebecca has a channel, which I hope she does. And you can go there and subscribe to them as well. And they do lives. I don't know how often they do prizes, but I thought it was very sweet. It was my first time there. I had never met them, and usually I don't win anything, but I go ahead and put whatever I need to get into the drawing, and this time I did. They sent me a very sweet little card thanking me and congratulating me. I will also put the link to KC and the Moonshine Gang. They go live every night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will be on there tonight on the panel because I made an octopus. And they want to see it, and they want me to share it with everybody else. So I made the octopus out of cover story. And the colorway is Domino. It's a bulky 6. If you're a knitter, you need a size 11 hook or 8 millimeter hook. I'm getting ahead of myself. Needles or 8 millimeter. Hooks are N13 or 9 millimeter. And if you've never picked this up or seen it before, which if you haven't, then it might be a good thing because you're going to get addicted. It's 2.2 pounds, 1 kilogram, 547 yards or 500 meters. It's 100% polyester. It's machine washable and dryable. It's so soft, but like I said, it is a bulky 6. Not a lot of people like to work. I'm not one of those people. I don't really care to work with the big bulky yarns normally, but I've been making some stuffed animals out of it, and I'm kind of liking it. But when you knit, it takes longer than crochet no matter what size yarn you're using. I usually don't like to use a needle above an 8, but yeah, I am, for those who are new and may not have heard me talk about, or for some of you who may not have heard me talk about, I am an amateur radio operator, a ham. I'm a technician license. There's 2 other licenses. You get your technician first, and then you get general, and then you get extra. I'm not that into it. I got my technician so I could holler at my husband on the radio. He has his extra license, and of course, he has his extra license, so he's a ham, but he's really into it. He helps with testing other people so they can get their amateur license or upgrade their amateur license. And so that's his thing. He's also a crocheter. He taught me to crochet, but I'm not very good at it. I'm a knitter, and I taught him to knit. We taught our son how to do both. So I made this octopus out of that yarn. He's so adorable. He's squishable. Squishy. I took him with me today to my weight loss group, and everybody fell in love with him. So the reason I said something about being a ham is he's going to go find a new home in August. So what I mean by that is our Roanoke, we live in Virginia, so Roanoke, Virginia Amateur Radio Club has a ham fest the first Saturday of August. Yes, I'm going to put knitted items out on a table and hopefully sell some. We have wives and small children that come through that are not hams, and we need at least one table that offers something to them. So Oscar, who got named by one of the ladies in the group, in my weight loss group, is going to be on that table unless somebody, wants him before then. So, and I said 40, and one of the ladies said, nope, no less than 50. So I don't know. I may ask 50 and take 40 for it. I've also been doing dishcloths because I thought those would be nice to have out there too. I'm missing one, I think. So I did. And these are out of, you know what? I don't have it with me either. What I have in my thing right now is the I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. And I got 2 different ones. So we'll go with this one. It's called Teal. Oh, it's not, I thought it was one of the others. Never mind. So I've got the I Love This Cotton. It's 100% cotton. I think it's 100% cotton. Wait a minute. I'll tell you in a minute. It's so soft, and I like making baby cloths out of it. This is made in Turkey. Of course, this is pink. It calls for a US 8 needle, which I'm using a 7. I think it works better with a 7. Um, it's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 180 yards, or 165 meters. It's 100% cotton. It calls for a I9 5.5 millimeter hook, and I think I said a US 8 or 5 millimeter knitting needles. And yeah, it's machine washable and dryable, from what I can understand. So I've got lots of different colors in that, and I'm making baby cloths out of it. And I was looking for the baby cloth. Maybe it's in here. So, and this other stuff is just the generic, sugar and cream or Michael's brand of the same, like, or peaches and cream or something like that. So, got that one. And I've made that one. And I did this one. It's a tulip, just in case it's not. Oh, well, it would help to show it on the right side, huh? Got some yarn on it. It's a tulip in there. There we go. Maybe that's better. And I did some, round ones as well. And my husband, this is the Dad's dishcloth. It's kind of it's a free pattern. All these are free patterns, by the way, that are on Ravelry. And they're all knitted. This is the Dad's dishcloth, and it's a modified version, I guess you would say, of the long lost dishcloth. Because some of these you have to, it's the free version is what I would say, and a little bit smaller. And, oh, yeah, I do have the baby cloth made out of I love this cotton. Is really, really, really soft. That's why I use it for face cloths and baby cloths, because it's really, really, really soft. So, and these are great for dishcloths or a spa cloth if you want something a little rougher to scrub up your face or whatever, but I wouldn't suggest those for babies, even though these aren't that bad feeling, but they're not as soft as my. And this is the first one I have done. I must have been on an octopus kick the other day, because, well, as you can tell, it's an octopus. And the person that designed this on Ravelry, she said, yes, you can only see 6 of its legs. The other 2 are behind it, and it's resting on them. So, yes, it only has 6 legs. But that's okay. You can pretend like he's got 8. I don't think 8 legs would have looked good on this. So, very well written pattern for being free. And so was the octopus. The octopus is a free pattern on Ravelry as well. And all those that I showed you are free patterns on Ravelry. My favorite is the grandmother's favorite. You cast on 4. And what I do is I cast on the 4 and I knit those first 4 to make a nice little steadier corner. And then I knit my 2 and yarn over and knit across. And you repeat that until, well, I do 44 stitches for a regular size one. And you do that till you have 44 stitches. And then you knit 1, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, knit across until you get back down to 4 stitches. And then I knit those as well. And then I bind them off. That just takes care of that yarn over, so it's not so loose and loopy looking to me. And I'll be on KC and the Moonshine Folks at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. They're on every night from 7 to 9, and they rotate between three of the ladies. It's Knit Pearl Squirrel Granny D and Michelle Schleiper. I'll put each of their things in there, and Rosalie's crochet creations, I think. But check my my description, and I'll make sure to put their links in there along with my link. I don't think I really have update on my room upstairs. I don't have one. I've kind of got to a standstill. I think we're going to have to move a few things around because my husband bought me a really nice, I don't know, it's a closet, but you can fold it down and move it and then set it up where you want to, off of Amazon, and it's really nice, but I can't fit it where I need to fit it. So we're going to have to move a few things. If you go back and look at some of my other videos where I show you where my craft space is going to be, then you'll understand. There's a radio and a cabinet up there. We need to move it from where it's sitting to somewhere else up there. And I'm thinking we'll move the, there's also a sewing machine up there in its own cabinet. I'm thinking we'll move the sewing machine cabinet. There's a small bedroom up there, and there's what we call the pool room, which is really a junk room. I'm thinking we might move that in there and move the big huge radio cabinet where the sewing machine is sitting at the moment. So with all that moving around, and those are not light items, so I guess we'll have to get something to help us move them from one spot to another. And I guess I could share. I'm working on a baby bottle out of the yellow, and I love this cotton. I think it's called Buttercup. So you won't see much because I'm still at the very beginnings, but it will be a baby bottle, which you can find the free pattern on Ravelry. If you just type in baby washcloths, you're going to get all kinds of really cool things. And if you've never been on Ravelry, and a lot of people are not happy with Ravelry, and that's okay, you don't have to be. I still use it. I still like finding my patterns. I really don't care about politics. I don't get into that, and I don't even want to see it on here. So if you have a problem with Ravelry, that's fine. You don't need to share it because it's all politics, and I don't do politics. They have great patterns. They have some patterns are great, and some free patterns actually are good. You have to be careful. Some are not. I have gotten a few, but they're free. It's not like you're losing money on them. You can always just get rid of them. Yeah. And it wouldn't hurt to let the person who wrote the pattern know, hey, I had trouble with your pattern. It wasn't quite right. It won't. It won't matter. Let them know. Let them know. Uh, so I like getting on there, and if you've never been on there, go check them out. You you can get on there and you can click on, if you're knitting, crocheting, machine knitting, loom knitting, you can click what you're looking for. So if you're a knitter and you want knitting patterns, you click knitting. And then you come down and you can click free. And you can click the size of needles, the yarn that you're using, whether it's a cobweb yarn or lace weight or on up. You can pick that. You can pick your needle size. You can pick how much yardage you have. What type of yarn you're using, acrylic, silk, whatever. You can get it down to about 3 patterns. Ask me how I know. It's a useful tool, and they have groups. You can join groups. I don't know how active those groups are anymore. I do know that I've not been a part of any group for a while. I really don't know what else to tell you. Oh, I got my Mary Maxim catalog in. Don't let anybody tell my husband, but I gotta go win the lottery, y'all. And I don't need any more yarn. But I did find some kits I would really like, and I wanted to support Bag O' Day. If you haven't seen that channel, you should go check her out. She has her own yarns. She has hand-dyed yarns, but she also has some acrylic yarns that are sold through Mary Maxim, and they're really nice. So if you're not one to, put out the money for a hand-dyed yarn, or you don't use wool, that's fine. That's good. You can get her acrylic. There's nothing wrong with using polyester, acrylic, or cotton. Okay? Because some people cannot handle the wool. And some people just like to knit or crochet to give to charities. Or they just don't want to make things for people when they know it's going to get destroyed. And you use what you can afford. Trust me on that. Use what you can afford. I worked for a yarn shop. We even carried acrylic in that yarn shop, but it was the higher end acrylics. I guess you could say that it was stuff that the box stores did not carry. And we had from $3 to $100 for yarn. So it's what you can afford, what you want, what you're gonna make. I wouldn't make a stuffed animal out of wool, I can tell you that. I don't make baby things out of wool, and definitely not in the summer. I like using cotton for baby stuff. I really do. But I have done things out of acrylic for baby stuff as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I do have one other type of yarn in here from Hobby Lobby. And yes, I do go to Hobby Lobby. Again, politics. I could care less. I go where I can get my yarn. I have Hobby Lobby, I have Michael's, and I have Walmart. I have some local yarn shops, and I support I support my local yarn shops as much as I can. I don't have a job. My husband is good to me. He gives me money. That probably didn't sound right, but he supports my hobby, and again, he's a crocheter, so he knows if he supports my hobby, he gets yarn too. But he takes care of me, and I take care of him, and so he's pretty good about let me order things every once in a while. And again, who needs I I don't need the yarn. I love the yarn, and I love to collect the yarn. But I also got the Yarn Bee Sugar Wool Cotton, which I love. This stuff it's even softer than I love this cotton, I think. It calls for a US 6 or 4 millimeter needle, or a US 7 4.5 millimeter hook. It has 5 ounces, 142 grams, 335 yards, 306 meters. It's 100% cotton. Now, this yarn I'd probably go down to about a 4 or 5. Because I wouldn't say I'm a real loose knitter, but I'm a looser knitter than I used to be. So, and this is colorway is sprinkles on top. So it's got purple and pink, and it goes from into an orange and a yellow, a green, a teal, and a light blue or medium blue maybe, but into a blue. So this is nice stuff too. And I'm making all this stuff for that table. I'm going to make some more animals, stuffed animals. I'm not sure, what they'll be, but probably do another octopus. I might do a whale, but it won't be in that colorway. It'll be in some different colorways. I don't know. I might do, if I can find a rabbit pattern that I like, and a puppy pattern, and a kitty pattern, and I just have a lot of things I'd like to do, and I have till August, the 1st of August, to get a lot of stuff done. I carry the dishcloths, baby cloths with me, and I've been commissioned to make a dishcloth for somebody, so I gotta get that done too. I do take commission work, and I get a little bit here and there, so I do earn a little money on my own, but that's how it goes. I thought my husband was coming this way. All right, everyone, remember, you are loved. I am available if you want to talk. I'm not a therapist. I have 2 ears and dry shoulders, and I'm willing to listen if you need it. Please, if you're feeling blue and sad, find something you enjoy doing. Find a good friend to talk to. Call a hotline. But stay with us, because again, you're loved. You're talented, creative, and a very special person to somebody, or to many somebodies, I'm sure. You are to me. So, sending you lots of love and hugs, and wishing you the best of the day. And we'll talk again real soon. So take care, and we'll see you back here. Maybe even meet you in person sometime. Bye.